Hello, it is Super Orange Cat, and I've got I guess I have some Toonami news for you guys today. First off, no, we still do not have an announcement for what show is going to be placing Sword Art Online Alicization. As of me recording this, we have slightly more than a week until that show is supposed to air, and we have no show announcements, definitely no promos for it yet, and really, this is just missing in action here. So naturally, a lot of people are going to be a bit worried and talk about, well, we've gotten weird show pickups in Food Wars and Genlock. What's the game here? This seems odd. The ratings are the lowest they've ever been. Could we be seeing the end of Toonami? And of course, everyone related to Toonami is going to completely deny that. Like noted by this tweet from Jason DeMarco early this morning, talking about how it's still a priority for Cartoon Network, and it mentioned that, well, we're these are expensive shows, and we still have a good future. And I'm guess I'm gonna try to read through the tea leaves here, and I guess based on this statement, kind of leaning towards we're just gonna cut a slot, like, oh, well, it's expensive, but we're still fine. I mean, Toonami has contracted and expanded plenty of times during its even the history here on Adult Swim since 2012, so this wouldn't be anything new. But same time, though, I'm going to give a little context to this. Jason DeMarco kind of blew a gasket last night. He went on what's known as a complete Twitter or tweet storm, and this is really one of the only tweets that relates to Toonami directly. Let's say anyone who's ever visited Jason DeMarco's Twitter knows that he's a pretty politically open person. Like, there's a lot of his political opinion in there, and I'm not jumping on a side. I'm not a partisan person, but it's one of those things you look into it, and regardless where you stand on issues, it's pretty clear that he was drunk. Like, it's a long story to analyze, but just look at his Twitter. Look how frequently he posted last night. And interestingly enough, of all those posts, this one I could not find earlier. So interesting enough, he deleted. Uh, Prove me wrong if I'm wrong. I might be. I could not find this tweet that he tweeted last night, and it was clearly late last night, 12:31 in the morning. But interesting, of all the tweets he made last night, this is the one that he deletes, which is just interesting. Just I guess a look into his head a bit there. But anyhow, also, this isn't the only response from someone who's part of the Toonami team. We also have Jose Argumedo. I probably murdered that name. Who used to be the host of the Toonami Faithful podcast, and someone who's still more or less an insider. And he went out and said that anime is still currently priority for Warner Media. If you don't know what Warner Media is, it's the giant conglomerate that owns Cartoon Network, which owns Adult Swim, which owns Toonami, and also owns Rooster Teeth. So yes, on the ad here, Genlock Toonami actually got Genlock for free because it's all owned by Warner Media. And I mentioned how earlier this year there was apparently an executive town hall with Warner Media in which they mentioned Toonami and Crunchyroll. But I looked down in the comments for this tweet and they don't give any more context other than, oh, it was mentioned off the cuff, which can mean anything. Like, you can mention, like, okay, someone stood up and said, do you know what? I really like this Toonami. We need more anime. We need to give money to the block. It's a great block for the future. Or it could be one executive stand up saying, hey, look, TV is dead. Why do we have Toonami? Look, we have this streaming service in Crunchyroll. Let's just put whatever Toonami exclusives we have on Crunchyroll and call it a day. Both those do fit the statement of them just being randomly mentioned off the cuff in executive town hall. This tweet gives us no practical information, and the Toonami staff haven't done anything to quell any worries about Toonami and Toonami's future, because it still stands. We're a week away from Sword Art Online's replacement, and we have no announcements regarding that yet. I mean, we got a new music playlist yesterday, which I guess is cool, but it doesn't really solve anything. I guess if you like the old Toonami, you're gonna like the music off of it. But again, that's just my opinion about it. And don't forget, Toonami kind of has a bad history recently too with money. Like the very little we've heard about the actual financial situation of Toonami, it's actually been negative. For example, last summer was the summer of Fully Cooley on Toonami. Like we got the two new sequels, we got Fully Cooley Progressive, we got Fully Cooley Alternative, and they kept pointing out, yeah, the ratings were disappointing, but look, we're number one in streaming. We're number one in streaming. However, that claim really is inflated by the fact that very few shows air new episodes in summer. So it Fully Cooley really didn't have much competition going against it to be the most streamed show or getting relatively a lot of streaming. Like we're never really given raw numbers. We were just given, oh, it's number one, which again, without much context, doesn't mean anything. And also, Jason DeMarco accidentally let it slip, I believe, on the pre-flight like a couple months ago that, oh yeah, by the way, we actually lost a lot of money in this whole Fully Cooley thing. That was a very like throwaway line. He accidentally mentioned that, which, like I said in my video way back when, look back at the Fully Cooley reboots or sequels, that I didn't see any true route for Toonami making money off of this because ratings were never really there. Streaming was nothing special, and also apparently the two sequels absolutely bombed in Japan, especially Alternative. Dear God, Japan hated Fully Cooley Alternative. I was absolutely surprised by how negatively received there, considering that it was probably the better received of the two sequels here in the United States. But anyhow, like I said, the general gist to take home from this video, Toonami says it's doing well. They say there's nothing to worry. However, all the signs that we can see, all the signs that are out there for everyone to see, just say otherwise. And really, I'm not really. I don't feel like I can really trust these opinions from DeMarco, from Argumado, probably murder that name again. So, I mean, but the numbers don't lie. Like I said, DeMarco accidentally said this. Fully Cooley lost money from them. So, again, I hope Toonami stays on the air. I hope Toonami has a bountiful future. However, I still haven't seen that sign. Like, and also don't forget to couple us the fact that the very suspicious move of My Hero Academia to the back of the schedule, rumors that they're not getting season 4, rumors that Funimation and Toonami are on the splits, and we're going to get no more Funimation shows, severely cutting off what catalog of shows that Toonami can pick from. Ah, things just don't look good for Toonami, in my opinion. First off, I would like to give thanks to, I'm probably going to murder this pronunciation, to Luis Murillo, because that's the account from which I was able to find the Jason DeMarco tweet about Tommy being a priority of Cartoon Network. Thank you very much. I've seen you in my comment section. Thank you very much for your support. And also, again, to Toonami News, that's how I actually got the tweet from Jose Argumedo. So thank you very much to those sources. What do you think? Do you think Toonami is fine and I'm overreacting? Do you think that Toonami is under having serious issues like I'm saying here? What are your opinions? Leave a comment down below. If you want more content like this, if you want more Toonami news content, please subscribe. Please hit the notification button. I appreciate all your support. I am Super Orange Cat, and that is all.